Hi, welcome back to Build Magic. Today we're going to talk a little bit about great home design. We're looking at a home in Hawaii. This home has been named Hal Lana, which is in the local Hawaiian vernacular translates to floating home. This residence is located on the lava fields on the Big Island of Hawaii. These lava fields were formed by the local volcanoes. This is a really great site and an awesome place to build and to live, I'm sure, so it's really a trophy site. I would love to see the structural drawings on this project because I wonder if the foundation is part of the lava fields or reaches down through the lava beds, or the home, is actually tied into the lava base. This residence has won many awards. It's for both its architectural features and the use of the property's natural features. The layout for this home is a series of individual canopy pavilions, and these separated pavilions are all linked together through the gardens by elevated walkways and expansive wood lanais or decks. This segmented space type of approach is my favorite type of floor plan, and for a couple different reasons. Instead of a large open rambling structure with just a big open volume, this is a set of smaller scale spaces. So each of them in itself has individual 360-degree views and a better connection all around to the landscape features. These separate volumes also give a high level of privacy, which is really important in bathrooms, sleeping areas, and where peace and quiet is the objective. I've been fortunate to have been involved in many projects in the tropics, and this type of environment is my preferred climate, lifestyle, and working job site type. Working in paradise never really feels like actual work, so it's really awesome. As with any remarkable property, blending the perimeter between the indoor and the outdoor spaces, as seen here, it makes for really enjoyable living. Here we can see exaggerated cantilevered roofs. These are really exaggerated, and these cantilever roofs over the lanais are kind of in a classic tropical double-pitched roof style. Let's take a look at these roofs. Many architects love to include these hyper-extended cantilevered roofs, and flying roofs are really popular in many different types of architecture. This maximized engineering that's involved with the technical side of it, and the assembly is sometimes very challenging for the builder. To achieve the structural steel and all the hidden things that are inside of the roof envelope really can be quite a bit of extra work for the builders. But the aesthetic and the functional advantages of these flying roofs is well worth the expense. This roof has an ultra minimal kind of a knife edge on it that many architects try to achieve. You can see right at the tip of the roof there's not much width. You'll see this on a lot of architecture. It gives that roof edge less volume, and it just looks a little cleaner and sharper. Makes it look a little more light instead of a heavy front border. They channel ocean breezes into the house, these big extended roofs. They also allow circulation to pass underneath these areas, so there's some functional side to them. And of course, they allow the uninterrupted views. This house is another example of extended glazing. It's basically a glass house. There's glass in all the rooms, glass all the way around. These type of glass houses are becoming more and more popular. The design goal on many homes is to hide the glass framing or the trackways by embedding them into the ceiling and the floor. And this gives you kind of an uninterrupted plane at the floor and also at the ceiling. It cleans things up architecturally, and as we can see here, it's really well done. You don't see a track at the floor there at all. These appear to be some type of Fleetwood doors or similar quality brand. Even though they're very large and heavy, these slide with minimal effort. They've got some really high-end, cutting-edge trolleys or trackways down out of sight that are highly engineered. I've had projects for clients with small family members, and we had to ensure that the very large glass sections could be moved with minimal effort, and the slide force required would be almost nothing. So we'd put like a small fish scale on the door and pull against it, and we could demonstrate a 500-pound door would only take 3 or 4 pounds of finger pressure to slide. So they're really amazing, very expensive, of course. When we build these concentrated glass package homes, the transport, the placement, the installation, and the precision required is multiplied by 10x. I was building a massive modern home for Facebook family and was installing a large glazing assembly that came from Switzerland from a company called Vitroxa. The total length of the glass puzzle totaled about 200 feet long, and all of the sections were 12 feet tall. We pre-ordered these materials a year in advance, and it took a very long time for them to come to the job site, and there was a lot of preparation required once they arrived. The panels were about 700 pounds apiece. I used a 100-foot crane to fly the panels from the truck over the home to a distant courtyard beyond, and the crane lowered the panels onto a task-specific type of robot. This robot was tethered to a remote control. No one would be crushed in an accident if one of the panels fell. As we located these panels, we placed them into the glass location, and the final 2 inches or so was done by a crew. This was a crew of 8 special people, and they were hired specifically for this task. Total invoice for this build was like $1.2 million or something for the glass sections, and it was pretty amazing. The window treatments on these homes, a lot of the times, is also embedded in the ceiling. A lot of them are blackout shades and screens and things like that are remote control from your cell phone, and they're pretty amazing. This is all very labor intensive, but really amazing in the end. Complexity of construction projects in the glass category and window treatments never stops evolving and becomes more and more amazing over the years. Here we see on this house too, I see some glass slats that are also located. These glass slat sections are a practical solution and are very aesthetically pleasing. They look amazing, and in this case, they are operable. They slide, and their mobility allows fine-tuning of the desired shade zone. So if you got sun over here, you can send the shades over to that side. Later in the day, the sun switches a little, or you want some sun, you can move these panels. This is a really amazing detail by the architects, really nice. The reddish wood species we see used extensively here, I believe, is maybe a clear cedar. Beautiful, practical choice for this climate. And I see a lot of ipe decking and some rift cut white oak can also be seen around the home. Just real top quality materials and high level craftsmanship is obvious. This is a very warm and human friendly type of palette of materials. A little bit of the exterior, you see a lot of wood use, tied into the gardens really well. The home you can see is a little bit elevated, seems to float. Very pretty. Okay, right here we see some stone walls. This may be cut lava. Inclusion of the local materials always makes sense. And you see it again there in the back, there's a lava wall. So this is bluestone lava, and this is all hand cut. This joinery is really high level. This is difficult to achieve today due to a lack of skilled labor. Their stone masons seem to be a dying art form. Magnificent bathroom, indoor, outdoor, just beautiful. Here we can see, if we pause here, it appears that the architect called for the stone assembly to lean back a few degrees from plumb vertical. This allows the mass to feel a little less ominous, as it's kind of opening to the sky and less imposing, and it catches light along its face a little bit differently. Really nice little touch. Beautiful color palette, great pool, just magnificent craftsmanship. Here we can see the home in the evening, just absolutely magnificent, well lit, black and woods, always a crowd favorite, just really warm. Not many negatives on this home. This is just absolutely magnificent. On a build magic scale, I would give this 11 out of 10. Just great home, great place to live. Yeah, that's our home for today, and hope you enjoyed it, and see you again soon.